73% of travelers stress over losing their photos. Melanie did too, until she discovered Got Backup. Melanie was soaking in the charm of Paris, snapping photos of the Eiffel Tower when disaster struck. Her phone slipped from her hands and hit the pavement. Instant panic. Her memories of the trip flashed before her eyes, but thanks to Got Backup, Melanie didn't lose a single photo. All her travel memories were safe in the cloud, just a few taps away. Relieved, she continued her journey with peace of mind, knowing Got Backup had her back. From the canals of Venice to the castles of Germany, Emily captured every magic moment without a worry. And when she returned home, she shared her incredible adventure with friends and family, all thanks to Got Backup. Now Melanie's European adventure remains unforgettable. You too can travel worry-free with Got Backup by your side. Don't let a dropped phone ruin your memories. Protect them with Got Backup today.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. And the reason why I'm saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening is because we have people from all over the world that join us in this webinar. Many of you are going to be here live, and some of you are going to be coming in through the watching the recorded version. And we want to thank you for being here. Really, really do appreciate you. And before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge everybody that's here bright and early. Mary Paul, welcome from Ottawa. Great to see you. I see sunny, snowy Ottawa. Okay, I get you. Wonderful. We have, let's see, we have MC. Great to see you from Texas. We have Livestream. I noticed that you just signed up earlier today. Welcome on board. We are so delighted to see you here. Take advantage of these wonderful presentation, and we'll give you some tips on exactly where to get some information to learn how to build this business and to take advantage of these wonderful tools. Welcome, welcome. Let's see, we have Sylvie Cossette from Quebec. Bienvenue, Sylvie. Great to see you here. Let's see, we have James from Maryland. Great to see you here. We have here Wally from Arkansas. Great to see you. Bill from London. How are you, Bill? Great to see you here. And we have here Sal from New Jersey. Great to see you here. So all of you that are coming in, we want to welcome you in advance. So Tammy, let's kind of give the brief version. How did we get started in Got Backup?
Yeah, so it was a little bit over 2.5 years ago. Chris and I were actually in Mexico. And when we arrived back, we had a message from the owner of this project called Got Backup. He owns, his parent company is called Global Virtual Opportunities. He's a very good friend of ours. We've known each other for so many years. Chris was purchasing one of his product for our business. And he said that he had this Got Backup project that he had launched about a month prior. And he said he was already in 34 countries. And it's just going crazy. So we said, okay, well, sure, send us the information. The fact that we have a relationship that worked out. And long story short is basically what we saw. And we said, oh my gosh, Joel, sign us up. We're in. This is going to be massive. And you'll see as you go through the presentation.
Now, you might be wondering here, why would you want to listen to us? Here's the thing, folks. Tammy and I were in a crunch where the timing was impeccable. Joel didn't know this, but things have changed a lot for us financially, and we were on a panic mode. And very quickly, we were able to got back up. And the reason for this is a venture that empowers family with a world global opportunity. And the fact is, we don't compete here, folks. We created a new division that you don't find in this industry, a company that provide cloud storage, and we'll talk about all that in a minute, in an environment that will actually pay you for telling others about it. Which brings me to my question here. Like Tammy and I, we didn't realize how much the timing was impeccable to be able to deal with our shortcomings at the time. My question to you is, why are you here? See, it is time to turn your dreams into reality, just like Tammy and I do today. And again, I'm not saying Got Backup did all of this because we've done some wonderful things in the past, but it was basically to maintain our lifestyle. We have a beautiful property in Daytona Beach, Florida. We have a beautiful property waterfront in Toronto. We have all the bells and whistles and a Tesla, Model X and everything else. And again, it's not to brag, but it's to impress upon you that this is this industry that has provided this kind of lifestyle. The lifestyle that I know that most people want. So as you are watching this presentation, ask yourself, why are you here? And we'll try to answer how this can actually really help you. Back to you, Tammy.
Yeah, and we have such a passion for helping people. For so many years, we've been able to help people globally. We've had large growth in different parts of the world, and we literally transformed their lives. I mean, some people were in dire straits and had nothing, and today they're some of the top leaders in the Got Back Up project. So we're super excited, and our goal, like I mentioned, we're here to help.
I totally agree, Tammy. And here's the thing, folks, to give you a little bit of background about the company, it began in 1997 from Gatineau, Quebec in Canada, which is where we lived. And in fact, I used to live in Ottawa, and Tammy and I actually was in Gatineau at the time. And long
Yeah,
story short is that we became a wonderful couple in this industry. And this has been like over 19 years now, Tammy, almost 20 years. But this is how long, we worked together into this. But the fact is, the company had to move from its location in Gatineau, Quebec, because where they were located, the fiber optic couldn't support the massive amount of business that they were that was requested. And I remember Joel telling me that the city told them, "Hey, we can expand, but once we reach that limit, which he knows is going to get like maybe another 2 months from now, that's it. You're stuck with that." So that's why they made the executive decision to move in Texas in a 10,000 square feet data center. And with a picture you see here on the bottom right, it's exactly what it looks like. In fact, Tammy and I were there just several months ago, and it's absolutely wonderful. So instead of me kind of giving you more details on that, let me introduce you to the owner, the CEO of the company, that will give you a bit of a view of what it looks behind the scene. Let's watch this together.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of Got Backup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure? And how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you on a tour of our server, how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I wanna explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm gonna code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So a couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have, hundreds of storage arrays in here, there's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if, God forbid, there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if, God forbid, there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, all the oxygen in this room, if there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect to security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security, it's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure.
So obviously there's a lot more to the video, but we just want to give you a little clip for you to see what's going on behind the scene. You can see the rest of this video from your back office when you become a member. Now, folks, there's two trends we want to talk to you about here that are very, very important to consider as you are deciding to be part of a business venture. You want to make sure that things are going to be here for the long term, and you can even pass this on to your loved one as you move forward. So, Tammy, let's start with this slide.
Yeah, there's nothing greater than creating a legacy, right? So the trend number one that we're going to talk about is the data storage itself. And you can see there's almost 15 billion devices in the world today. And what are everybody doing? We just have to go to the restaurant and we can see, right? Everybody's down on their devices working and connecting with people and using their devices to tap, to place orders. They're just actually filling up their devices. And that's why this company is so important to anybody who's having a look at this presentation today.
Yeah, and if you're having some sound issue, folks, I can assure you that everything is going on this end here. Otherwise, we'd be hearing everybody saying that they can't hear us. So make sure that your volume is up and so forth. No, folks, to back up Tammy, what you were saying here, numbers don't lie. Percentage of global mobile traffic from 2011 to 2025, folks, it went from 6% to 64%. And we're just still at the infancy of where we're going with this. Everything is digital now. I mean, this is the future. Let me ask you something else. Have you ever considered doing the kind of business like this that can actually pay your mortgage, that can actually, in fact, do a whole lot more than that? See, the size of cloud storage market worldwide from 2022 to 2030, we're talking $90 billion in revenue, and in 2030, close to $500 billion in revenue. Now, folks, my question to you, can you see how this can impact you? This is what we're talking about. We are in one of the fastest growing industry because the cloud storage is the new oil. Data is the new oil. That's what we're presenting to you here. And here's the main reason. Cell phone addiction.
Yeah, I didn't realize how fast this is growing and where it's going to be in 2030. It's massive. And again, we're always on our devices. We're filling up our devices, and everybody is spending money on data storage. So you're going to see here the value of what Got Backup has to offer. I mean, we keep teasing you a little bit here and there, and wait for the Grand Slam, you guys. You're going to love it.
Yes, absolutely. But you see, there's a downside to this here, folks, because if you lose this device and you haven't backed it up, okay, you haven't backed it up for I'm not kidding. This has happened for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or you never did. And God forbid you lose, just like the video that we introduced you with as we started this presentation. How would you feel? How would that impact your life? Think about it. See, it's amazing that 45% of cell phone users have accidentally damaged their cell phones and lost their data, folks. 5,700 screens cracked every hour. Laptops, cell phones stolen every 43 seconds. Folks, this is serious. We can never go back in time and take, pictures of our daughter's wedding. Do you understand what I'm talking about here? Right? These are moments that you cannot get back. That's what we're talking about.
Very true. As a matter of fact, a friend of mine, we grew up together as children. She got married later on in life, and not too long ago we were chatting, and she lost everything on her computer because she didn't back up, especially her wedding pictures. She was devastated. So it's pretty scary when you realize that that when you don't do the backups, it's you can lose everything. So. Yeah, going back to the last last one, Chris, you kind of skipped the slide on me, just kind of adding a little story in there, but we're filling up our devices. That's the bottom line. And every single time your device is almost full, you get those messages. And those messages are telling you simply to start getting rid of stuff or start paying more. That's simple.
Yeah, that's an understatement. And the second trend here, and that's why I'm so excited to move forward, is folks, is to make more money. We're living in different times right now where the economy is shifting. And folks, I know that some people are afraid of what's going on, but change is inevitable. It's called evolution, and there's nothing we can do about this. But what we can do is we can evolve, we can learn, we can adapt. 42% of Americans, I may focus on an American market here, have side businesses. 62% of Gen Z. These, if you look at Tammy and I's generation, Tammy is like the tail end or the early stage of baby boomers. I'm on the tail end of the Generation X. And at the end of the day, our children, they have businesses. My son has businesses. My daughter has businesses. Tammy's daughters have businesses. So the fact here, folks, is what about the rest of the world? That's what we're talking about here. The timing is impeccable again for this kind of venture. And you can leverage from these global trends with God backup. That's exactly what we are talking about. So let's kind of introduce, Tammy, to the audience. What do we have to offer here?
Yeah, so this is very new and very exciting, especially for those who want to take their businesses to another level, and they want to build their business online and they want marketing tools. And Joel is coming up with something really exciting for those who are pro members. We'll explain how that works after. And that is all your social media stuff done for you. All you need to do is schedule it. That was so exciting for us. And what is it going to do for you in your business? It's going to generate leads and signups. And that's exactly what we want in building this business. So the first step is the data storage. So you can see you get 6 terabytes of storage. You have 6 accounts. What that means is on your business account, you can add 5 additional members. That really excited me because there's a lot of families out there that their kids have devices and other family members have devices, and everybody's paying separately, where you can add 5 additional members to share this storage. And you can even decide how much you want to give. Unlimited devices, all of this for $10 a month. That blew me away. I knew that everybody had to hear about this once I saw this slide.
I totally agree, Tammy, and really appreciate your feedback, folks. Absolutely amazing. Check those comments here, folks. As some people here really understand what's going on and really appreciate sharing your testimony, Bill. I didn't realize you lost your phone. And folks, what's also offered in a pro package, we'll share with you all the options that are there, is you have video birds. This is like your own YouTube channel or testimonial generator. You know, especially today, building your business online, one of the things that's the most important is social credibility. Very important. And you have a tool here. You can send a link to anybody for them to do an audio or video or both, testimonial about something they appreciate about what you've done or what you've done for them, or they're mentoring you, whatever the situation may be for you. Amazing. Memory place. Think about the holidays. Christmas is around the corner. Now, think about this, where you can actually have everybody that has the QR code or the link can share all their pictures from the event. And you can create a beautiful website where you don't even need to create a website. You just need to have the link, upload your pictures. Everything is done for you. And you can share all these pictures in a very professional layout for people to see. And you can all download, and you can choose which videos or pictures you want to download or not. Very cool. Email marketing system. You know, your lifeline is your lists. You know, building an email marketing system is so important, especially building your business online. It's critical. And you have a tool here that is very inexpensive. You have a funnel page builder. Why is this important? Because I'll show you some tools that are available in what we have to offer, that you can use that right now to market yourself. But what if you want a language that's not been developed yet? You can do the translation yourself. You can have your own video. Maybe you're like amazing doing, and doing some lives and videos that you can present. And you can also have emails that you can do yourself or even translate. It's amazing what is available to you here, folks. And you never lose a lead. Every single tools we just talked about, each have what we call the capture page. This is a little website that you send to your social network, and you put their name and email, boom. Now it's a list that you can start connecting with and introducing them to other of the products or the opportunity, whatever it is that you feel is appropriate for you. So folks, what's really cool is you can make money with Got Backup. This is the kind of opportunity that everybody could utilize at a price point that everybody can afford. This is what we want to talk to you about. Tammy and I are super excited about this. And to give you an idea of how this works, this is me. Actually, it's my wife and I. We should have both of our pictures here, Tammy. And my wife and I were Blue Diamonds. And the reason for that is, and this is with the cloud storage only. There's so much more coming, folks. I'm telling you, it's exciting. The future is very bright. But again, that's just an example. We have triple diamond in the US. We have double diamonds in Ghana. We have a double diamond in France. Absolutely awesome. So you can see there's multiple language. We have diamonds. In fact, just a few, folks. There's probably about 20 diamonds right now. The company is still just 2 years old, not 20, just 2 years old. So think about this. GVO, the parent company, has been around for a while, but Got Backup is a division that is brand new. You guys can really, really take advantage of this. We have actually many rubies. Here's a ruby from Ghana. Absolutely awesome. Wonderful couple. We have an emerald from Ghana. Anionam is a wonderful, wonderful leader. And we have here Calvin, who is actually just reached Sapphire recently by building his business in the Republic of Congo. Folks, it's amazing what's going on in the world right now. So what we want to do at this point is show you how you can benefit from this venture. So Tammy, let's talk about the first three. Really is the foundation of how we earn.
Yeah, so you can see there's 7 different ways of earning. And the first 3 is the foundation. And once the foundation is duplicating, then all the other bonuses come into play. So let's get started. So customer acquisition bonus, this is when somebody's interested and they want to join. So with the family plan, if they want to just have the family plan and they want to pay monthly, you're going to get 200% upfront. If they decide they want to pay yearly, you're going to get 50% upfront, 25% upfront if they order extra materials, extra things, that is always available. And then the pro plan, which is what we're really excited about. And so if you sign somebody up that says, you know what, I'm going in all the way, I want to be pro, I want all the marketing materials, I want to have that to easily generate leads for me. And I love automation. I don't know about you, but I like more time off than I actually do working. So if you can automate your business more and make money while you sleep, this is a great thing. And that's what this pro plan is going to do for you. So if you join, if you sign somebody up and they join as a pro member, you're going to get $200 up front. And you can see $50 for the sponsor, and then the person who brought that person in is going to get $50. Why do they do that? It's simple. When you're new and you're getting started, you need support. And you're going to have people who are going to be supporting you, and it's great that they also get rewarded. So I love what Joel is always putting together, and it really rewards the people that are doing the work. 25% ongoing for customers. So I'm just going to do a quick breakdown on the other page. So the family plan, we're just going to say you got 20 new people in your business. So if you got 20 new people said, I'm going in yearly, because you save a couple months of payments, it's $100, and you'll get $1,000 in commission if you have 20 people. And an example for customers for the family plan, 25% ongoing, you're going to make $50 in commission if you had 20 customers. And that's every month. And then the pro plan, 20 people times 200, that's $4,000 in commission. And it's not hard to get 20 people in the business because people are looking, people are hungry, people want to make money right now. And rather than them going out and doing a second job, being away from their family, they can build a business right from a phone, no matter where they're at. So it's amazing. And if you have customers there, you can see the commission there, $100 monthly ongoing.
Now, you know what's exciting, folks? I have a friend in Mexico right now that is making thousands of dollars. I'm not kidding. In just a few weeks, I was training him. I was showing him exactly how it works. And I just heard just recently he made about $4,000. And we're talking in about a month. So we'll show you why. But do you see how this can change things for you? This is what we're talking about. Does that sound good? So let me share with you how this works when you compound these efforts that Tammy just talked to you about. We call it the cycle earning. We build 2-team tree. There's a right team and a left team. Why are we showing this? Is because there's 2 sides. If you bring 3 people, the third person has to go underneath, one on the right or the one on the left. That's why you see indirect. Indirect happens to be someone above you that is exactly in that same situation. They happen to be sponsoring someone underneath you because they're building the business, not because they know you or like you, they may, but just because that's the nature of our business model. So let me expand what that means. See, we have cycle earning bonus. There's 2 tiers, tier 1, tier 2. Tier 2, you earn more than tier 1. So here's the 3 step. 1, you need to be active. Just like you're active with your Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, TV, Apple TV, whatever, right? You pay for this every month, you get the service. Number 2 is you enroll 2 people. This is the building block. If you're asking, okay, what do I need to do? Well, you need to sponsor 1 person on the left, 1 person on your right. And you want to duplicate that. And Tammy will touch on that a little bit later. And then from there, number 3, you earn a cycle when the system sees there's 6 people in your business, which happens to be a ratio of 4-2. Now, you could bring all 6, or you can bring the 2, but they started building their business, total up to 6. And you can also have what we call spillover. This is someone that happens to be putting someone new downline just because they need to build their business, and that's where the person happens to be falling into. Do you understand how it's powerful? Folks, right now, Tammy and I are cycling, I'm not kidding here, folks, like well over thousands of times. Do the math. The question is, okay, how many cycle that is? Well, the fact here is, how much is a cycle? That's the question you want to ask yourself. And it varies based on the company's profitability and based on your rank. And I'll share that with you in a minute. Here's the other kicker. Every single time you bring a person into God Backup, they also will be cycling if they build a business. If they're not, then it is what it is. But when you reach that fire, you're at 25%. That means that if you bring 20 people, if I use Tammy's example, you will earn 25% from the cycle that they've earned. They don't, like the people you brought in, they don't owe you any money. They keep it all. But the company will give you a matching cycle. That's what we call match cycle. Up to $1,000 for all these 20 people. I'm not saying you're going to make $1,000. What I'm saying is you can make up to, and this goes even higher as these teams starts growing, folks, you can up to $20,000 for every single individual that you personally brought in. Now, is it realistic to think that everybody's going to make that? No. But is it possible? Yes. And this is exactly what we're talking about. And I want you to understand this. Think of Dropbox. Dropbox has over 700 million users. Think about this. Let's say 35% are active. Do you understand the numbers that is? We're talking billions. So what we're talking here is, as this evolves and this company keeps growing, folks, this is going to be massive. This is why we're excited about this. And there's 4 other bonuses that will be compounding over and above this as you build your business. Very, very, very exciting. And we have plenty of training to explain all that to you. Back to you, Tammy.
Yeah, so it's simple, you guys. If you're evaluating this for the first time tonight and you like what you see, jump in. The goal is to go out there and connect with people. You have all your funnel links that you're going to be able to share with everybody. You don't have to create any of this stuff. You just got to share what you have available. And then you go and get your 2 people, 1 left, 1 right. Chris kind of shared the 2-team structure with you. Go again, get a couple more people. It's an easy process. It's such an inexpensive business to be part of, but the profits and the income that you can make is unbelievable. Joel is extremely generous in the compensation plan, and I love that. And the key is to duplicate. The more you have people going to do the simple things, the more momentum kicks in, the more successful everybody becomes.
Here's how we get started. It is $20 annually. Any one of you here have ever owned a business? Do you think that $20 is very inexpensive? Right? So the fact is the fee is $20, but if you take the package, which we highly recommend a pro package because it has all the bells and whistles for you to build your business, it is $500. And you pay that on year one. After that, once the year's completed, you pay the $19.97 a month, or you can pay for the entire year, which I recommend because you save 2 months. If this is too aggressive and maybe you just want to get your feet wet a little bit, well, just start with the family pack, which is the cloud storage that we talked about earlier. It's $99.97 if you pay for the year, or $9.97 if you pay monthly. You can always upgrade. And of course, the one on the right is for people who has clients with businesses that may have employees, and that's a different story. The point here, folks, is it is very inexpensive to get started, and the company is giving you a nice buffet for you to choose how you want to get started. We highly recommend a pro because of all the benefits that comes with it.
This is my favorite part. We've been in the network marketing space and building home-based business for 25 plus years, and never have we ever been in 162 countries. How can you do it? It's digital, right? So it's an easy process. There's no physical products that you're dealing with. And my goal, and I'm sure that every single one of your goals would be to make money while you sleep. And this is something that we've been doing for the last 2.5 years with this project.
And this company has a wonderful recognition achievement program. Mm-hmm. And let me kind of walk you through the ladders, because as you move up in rank, your income grows with you. See, as a bronze, you sponsor one person. As a copper, you know when Tammy talked about bring one on the left, one on the right, and duplicate that? Well, the moment you've done one on the right, one on the left, vice versa, you're a copper. That is the model that you want to duplicate. So the next step is you become a silver. Why is that? Because someone you brought in, or maybe from someone that you brought in, someone became a copper. So someone decided to get to work. I'm going to put 1% on the left, 1% on your right. Boom. Now you're a silver. Your goal when you sponsor 5 people, simple. But in the same time, what you need to do is you need to help 3 people to become copper. The company is encouraging you to duplicate the process. Now, you move from a gold to a platinum when there's 4 copper. Folks, these are people spending $10 on the left side and $10 on the right side. You understand? We're not asking for the moon here. So now you are a platinum when there is 10 people that you sponsored, but you got 4 people that are copper. We want to encourage duplication. And it gets even better. When you're a sapphire and emerald, it is the same 10 that qualify you for platinum. But the difference is from 4, you're 5 copper. One more person brought one on the left, one on the right. Do you understand how this works? And as this continues to evolve, you move up in rank. And as people start duplicating, what's happening is the volume, the cycles, everything increases by default. This is why I love this plan. And in fact, there's so much support that comes with this. Back to you, Tammy.
Yeah, so you have your personalized referral links, you got your landing page, your email marketing system that is built in. You've got incredible marketing tools, and he's always evolving with that. We're really excited about what he's going to be rolling out for the pro members, and regular online presentation that's going on. As you can see, Wednesday night is the company presentation. There's team presentations. There's different languages that are going on around the world in presentations. And you have team trainings and support every single Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. There is a training that Chris and I conduct, and we share all of our insights, everything that we've ever done to reach the levels that we've reached in this industry for so many years. So we've got lots of stuff to share with everybody. The key is to plug in, learn, and grow.
Are you guys excited for this? Are you guys excited for this? If you say you're excited for this, put a Y or a yes in a comment, right? Can you see how this could change things for you? Folks, this is what we're talking about here. Does that sound good? Because it did sound good for Tammy and I, and we went full speed. In fact, let me just kind of give you a quick little overview on how this looks like when you're in. This is your back office. Oops, sorry. This is your back office. Okay, you can see your rank and you can see all the tools that we talked about earlier here. I want to focus on use this tool, because if you use this tool over here, you can see I'm using a lot of the cloud service. There's a reason why there's so much in there. I have two computers that are identical. One of them is in Florida and it's backing up, and it's exactly the same stuff that I have on this computer. So I have to remove the backup system from the one in Florida that I left on by error. And that's why. So once this is done, it's going to take at least 2 terabytes out of this. But my point here is it's automatic. You don't have to do anything. You install the app, it does everything for you. The phone is even easier. And this is where you access the software to install this on your computers. That is a PC or a Mac. Okay. Now, this here for the mobile, you don't need to log into your back office for that. You can just go to the Apple Store or Google Play Store, look for Got Backup. It's going to find the app, install it, and you log in with the exact same credential that you did to come in your back office. Same. And from that point on, it does the backup automatically, and it takes care of everything. I'll show you in a minute. Now, what happens if you click on this button here, auto login? It will take you here, which, by the way, you can just go GBU Cloud, just like you would do jobbox.com, which I know many of you are familiar with. You go GBU Cloud. Here I am. These are my 4 computers. That's the computer that's in Florida that I need to remove. But if I remove it now, it's just going to go ahead and back up again. So that's the reason why there's so much. But these are my computers. And I can go ahead right now. If I go, this is my computer right now. This one here that I'm talking to, these are my files. Okay, this is my computer. If I go to user, you can see here my name. This here, all these directory, this is the root directory of all my computers. Okay, I keep these very, very clean. You can see everything is in here. But also what I can do is I can go in and I want to say, okay, I'd like to see my mobile data. So my phone that's been backed up on the cloud, I can access it from my cloud here, from my computer also. So this is my phone right here. You can see here, all the months are here, okay, from January to December. If I go back to 2024, same thing, from January to December. All I have to do here is I want to change that on descending. I want this by name. Boom. Here's December and here's January. Okay, very cool. Now here, I can go ahead and collaborate and share. I can turn around and I can, let's say these are files that I'm transferring to people. Okay. And there's a lot more in another directory. I'm using that as an example, but I can take this, I can get the link. Okay. I can get this link and I can share this with you. Okay. And I can also give you a link for you to upload large file because you don't have got backup yet. And then you can, and I can access some large files from your, from wherever you are in the world. This is so cool. And I could go on and on the activities that we can do here. You can open a Word document or an Excel document. I can go on and on, but I don't want to do a training here today. I just want to show you what's going on. The other thing that's really important is the reseller tools. This is how you build your business. So when you click on this here, it will take you, this is this one over here, right? You reseller tool, you can see different languages. Now, these are the links. These are funnels that are done for you. Done. And so all you have to do is you copy the link and you promote that in your social media, in your email, in your text, and that's it. That's all. And there's different situation if you do Facebook ads. For example, this year I have a client, not a client, a friend that lives where we had a Christmas party in our condo. And he was talking about cloud service and running out of space. He said, hey, do you want to try it for 7 days for free? I give him that one because this is what it's designed for. Another one over here, I like this one. If I'm promoting this, it has all the information, has a wonderful video. And from there, if they choose to enroll, it's as simple as that. You click on that, you put their name and email, boom. Now they're going to start receiving emails on my behalf. This is what I'm talking about here, folks. It's an amazing business, folks. And it's a business that everyone can afford. So listen, Tammy and I are absolutely excited to see you here. We hope that you're going to run with this. We're very, very excited for you. We're excited. It came at a very good timing, and the income that we earn right now is wonderful. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen tomorrow and following the following years. So I'll leave that to you, Tammy, just to close it in. Back to you.
Yeah, we're super excited for 2026. And Joel is always creating something new for every single one of us to benefit, to take our businesses to a whole new level. And this is phenomenal. If you're going to look for a company owner that's always on is always creating things. This is it, you guys. So, and it's affordable, and everybody needs it. Everybody uses data storage. So it's a great business. Again, just get yourself signed up, show up at the training on Saturday, and we'd love to welcome you.
Yes. And Hell Asset, if you haven't been active, listen, let's run with this thing. Let's work with this. As you can see, everything is working. I just showed you my data and everything else. It's working phenomenal. So listen, everybody, have yourself a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. We look forward to Friday morning. We present again at 11 o'clock Eastern time, and on a different channel. And if you're on part of our Telegram group, you can access to all of that. And on Saturday morning, we're going to do a wonderful training, and stay tuned for the emails. All of you are going to receive the emails on exactly what we're going to be training you about. It could be the back office. It could be a compensation plan, and we'll let you know very soon. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your evening, and bye for now.
Have a great one.